Hey, brew tubers. It's been a while. I've been slacking a whole lot with the whole video channel on YouTube. Basically, I've just had stuff to do. Life got in the way, and I haven't stopped brewing. I've been brewing a little bit. Still do some extract, all kits, like Cooper's kits, but I also do a whole lot of all grain now. And I started off with this system right here with all grain. It's right now it's heating up my strike water. This came with a mold pipe which fits inside the urn, and the bottom is perforated, so you put your malt in there, and then when the mash is done, you would raise the mold pipe up, put a ring on here, and then so you could rest the mold pipe on that, and then you could do your sparge. This way, there's a limited amount of malts that can go into the pipe, somewhere around the 7 or 8 kilo mark. So what I've done now, I'm going to make a Christmas ale, a Norwegian Christmas ale. So I will need to use, for a 25 liter batch, I need 10 kilos of malts to be mashed. So I've modified this Igloo 54 quart cooler right here. So I have fitted a pretty standard bowl valve right here, and this is a silicone hose, and inside it's a bit dark, but you can see there's a hose in here which is stainless steel woven, so that will serve as a filter instead of a manifold. So I'm just gonna take the temperature of the strike water and see where I'm at. I'm gonna fire up Beersmith so I can follow stuff in there, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, Beersmith says to add 30 liters of water at 77.6 C. See, I've overshot a little bit. I'm at approximately 80 C. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drain off into the cooler about 20 liters, and then I'll adjust the temperature from there with a little bit of cold water, or the temperature could drop sufficiently. We'll see. Bowl valve is closed, and this bowl valve goes open. Once the mash is done, I am going to drain the wort back into this kettle and do a boil. So this kettle, it has two elements in the bottom. Both of them are live. I have 2.5 kilowatts. I have one 1 kilowatt element. I have one 1.5 kilowatt element. So there's a regulator here. So I set the effect at roughly 72%, and that gave me 30 liters of water at approximately 80 C. So, I do know with the grains in there and all, I've used it a little bit, so I usually hit strike temperature pretty good. This time I missed by a little bit because I had to go a little hotter than I usually do. Okay guys, now I let it sit for a little bit while I went and got the hops that I'm going to use. So right now the temperature is about 68.5 to 69 C. I'm going to add the grains, which have a temperature of approximately 18 degrees C. And I'm going to add this. I'm going to take another reading of the temperature, and then I can adjust a little bit. So I'm supposed to, this is a single infusion mash, so just one step, and it's supposed to be 63 C for the duration of the mash. So let's add the good stuff. Alright guys, been mashing for 90 minutes now. Beersmith tells me to sparge, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna, I'm gonna take a temperature reading in the mash. I've been mashing at 63 C for 90 minutes. We started at 63.4, and we're down to about 62.3, so we lost just a degree. Oh, you got 6. Oh, there we go. Beersmith letting us know that it's time for the next step. So, just under a degree, we lost just under a degree. So now I'm going to sparge. So, right guys, I have begun moving the wort to a bucket because the brew kettle is holding the sparge water. The first runnings has an SG of about 1086 before we start sparging. It's a really dark beer, it's going to be, and it's going to be a high gravity one, so I'm going to sparge with approximately 10 liters. And then I'm going to move the wort to the boil kettle after sparging and all, and we're going to start the boil. So looking good so far. Alright, I have gotten the wort up to about a boil. It's about 90-92 degrees Celsius now. Measured out the hops. Got my Protoflock tablet. This is basically the same thing. It's just a finding agent. And I'm actually sparged some more. So I've drawn almost 15 more liters out of the grains, and Basically just a trickle now from the mash tun, which I've elevated just a little bit in the back. So I'm just gonna see if I can get a few drops. We'll see. Started the runnings on that at about 10:45, and oh, this can't be right. Well, if this is right, we're at about 10:24 now, which is quite good. I would have thought that we would be down to about 10:10 or something like that. So this is going to be the last runnings on this batch, I think. So I'm going to make 2 batches from the one grain bill. One obviously lighter and not as big a beer as the other one, which is supposed to end up at an SG of 1088, I think. I don't know if my efficiency was that high the first time, but we'll see. So into the boil any minute now. Maybe I can show you guys. Let me just hook up my camera here. You can see about 15 more liters. Here is the grain bed, looking good, and we are looking pretty good over here as well. No, this is out of focus, but you can see healthy looking, pretty dark foam right there. Let's see if I can. Yeah. So that's that. I'm gonna go for a boil now. I'm gonna watch the kettle so it doesn't boil over. I haven't had one yet with this kettle, so I'm gonna keep it that way.